And I really give credit to these Republicans for knowing that the man that they need to have is somebody who took a hammer to his cousin. This is the kind of president we need.
I just come here on the Mayflower Express to this new Republican convention here in Chicago, or wherever this is. It starts with a C, I know that. But I'm here to support Honest Abe. He's as tall as the day is long, and I'm not going to vote for anybody with orange hair. So I like Abe with he's got the new beard now, he's looking good. So I'm here to support the new Republican Party. Hey, go Abe. And thanks for the shirt that somebody sold me. They called it a T-shirt. Well, me, it looks like more like an O shirt because of belly head. But anyway, I'm happy to be here in this fine city of whatever. Thank you much.
And I'm going to speak at the RNC, and I will name names, and I will give addresses and times and dates in my testimonial of this Stalinist conspiracy to destroy the fabric of America and a town like Cleveland that I grew up in. And I was brainwashed. You know, they're a bunch of libtards, and, you know, they want a free ride and take away from guys like, you know, David and his granddaddy, Nelson, or John. It doesn't matter. But what matters is we have to get back to the, I'm farming here right now. I'm trying to get back to the basics of what made America great. And I want to get great again. Great. I love it. You know, we can get great again. But, you know, there's elements that have been brainwashing me for all these years. You know? And then when I seen Donald, and I seen him speak, he was speaking to them. I was duped. You know what I mean? And when I heard him speak, then my eyes started going high. And I go, wow, I could be a little down. But the libtards destroyed my, you know, and start making me protest against like war, you know, and the environment stuff and all that, which is good for the environment. It's not that bad. It's all organic in the end. Well, you know, you all will see me up there, and you know who you are. I will name names and name dates and affidavits, and you know, and I will give my speech, and they're gonna give me opportunity, a second chance program, so I can join the RNC in downtown Cleveland. Cleveland, all in. Are you in? Well, I'm all in. If you're not in, you know, you should be very ashamed of yourself. Oh, yeah. And when we win, we will riot in the streets of Cleveland and burn downtown when the kids give us. And then after that riot, we'll riot in the RNC again. The libtards try to destroy the Trump presidency. We will burn Cleveland down. You know what I mean? And then we will rebuild again with the syntax. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go farm around.
Hi, I'm Gil Fulbright, and I approve of whatever it is my wife is about to read off of this teleprompter.
Hi, I'm a politician's wife, delivering a focus group message from what looks like the cover of Architectural Digest. I'm not behind a podium or out speaking with real people, because as a prop, I'm best positioned in the home, where I can conform to gender norms and exhibit aspirational family values. My practice smile should tell you all's well with the Fulbright house, while my lifeless eyes betray my disgust with my husband's backroom dealings with shady political cohorts. People ask me all the time, what's it like to be a politician's wife? Well, it's a privilege to be a part of the soul-eating circus known as the political machine. That is, once you've given up your dreams of doing something meaningful or worthwhile. So, probably what it feels like to be a voter. Go here to hear more from my husband, or go here if you'd like to donate to his Indiegogo page.
Crushed it!
fucking crushed the tier, dude. Did you see that shit? Oh my god.
The Onion News Network, brought to you by New Belgium Brewing Company. Balanced news for a balanced beer.
The Republican Party has struggled with the youth vote in recent elections, but now there's some good news for conservatives. A new Gallup poll found that the GOP has an overwhelming advantage among young people who look like old men. The poll shows Republicans hold a solid lead among the coveted elderly youth demographic, including 18 to 24-year-olds who wear suspenders and bow ties to class every day. I'm joined by Republican strategist Rob Powell. Rob, these are pretty encouraging numbers for the GOP, aren't they?
Of course, it's very encouraging. Millennials who look like they're permanently dressed for boat trips are a rapidly growing segment of the population.
And according to the survey, the prematurely aged are also very politically active.
Absolutely. Only about 20% of young people vote overall, but there's almost 100% turnout among youth that dress like a dad from a 1950s sitcom.
Now, what about the criticism that the GOP only appeals to white men?
Not true. We also have a lot of support among sorority girls that wear pantsuits and pearls, paunchy Chinese college students, and we're making inroads among African-American ham radio enthusiasts.
So what is it about the party that is so attractive to young buzzkills?
19-year-olds with comb-overs know we share their interests and values, like standing behind podiums, wearing American flag pins, being louder than other people. These are the things that are important to millennials who look like toddlers that crawled into a rapid aging machine.
Republican leaders must feel pretty optimistic about the upcoming midterms.
They are. But we can't take these moon-faced man-babies for granted. Candidates are going to keep reaching out to them on social media, holding campus get-togethers with free Snackwells and cream sodas.
And of course, there was also some encouraging news for the Democrats. The poll shows that they continue to hang on to their own key demographic of adult men who dress like teenagers.
It's going to be an exciting race.
It is. Good insight as always. Thanks, Rob. Next up, the giant garbage island in the middle of the ocean makes a bid to host the 2024 Olympics.
Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders have been looking to stay in the public eye while all the attention is on the Republican convention. Here's an excerpt from a joint appearance at Caesar's Palace that the two recently made to rave reviews.
But unlike my opponent, I have a glass child. I call the kid Little Bong Bong. And we have one in a cave and I peek at them because it's not a real one.
Cokeheads. What are you gonna do, right? Gotta love Bernie boy. He's crazy. Check this out, alright? This guy is a balding dude.
Wow.
He's balding. He's always balding, and he pinched my little feet because I saw him in his Porsche.
Jump in the box! Huh?
I went to Hawaii years ago, and this hitchhiker from New York
It's
fought
time for
deer
my
and said-
song now. Da-da-lump-da-dum, da-lump-da-dum, da-da-lump-da-dum. Why is it creepy to juggle in bed when God gave us hands, and God gave us balls, and God gave us beds? Da-da-lump-da-dum. Yeah, what's up?
Now here's a special report on education in England from our European correspondents.
This afternoon, we're going to draw people doing different jobs. And the first job we're going to draw is a firefighter.
Have a think in your head what a firefighter looks like.
What's your firefighter called?
Mine's called Firefighter Gary. Firefighter Stan. Firefighter Simon. He's big and strong. He's got a big helmet on.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Next, we're going to draw a surgeon.
Have you thought of a name for your surgeon?
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
He's a brain surgeon. I think he would wear a stethoscope. He gives you medicine.
That's his ambulance.
Okay, next, we're going to draw a fighter pilot.
This is his jet plane. He rescues people. He likes to do stunts in the air and stuff.
Okay, now who would like to meet these people for real?
They're dressed up.
My name's Tamsin and I'm a surgeon in the NHS.
My name's Lauren and I'm a pilot in the Royal Air Force.
My name's Lucy. I'm a firefighter in the London Fire Brigade.
So who wants to know how to do an operation?
Who's putting it on?
I'm trying my stethoscope.
We put this in here.
What does it look like?
There you go. Now you're a proper fighter pilot.
So into your ears. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's much better, yeah, it's much better than the kids' one.
As all over the country, workers and their allies are fighting for an increase in the minimum wage. And here in Cleveland, we're fighting for the $15 an hour. Former Clevelander John D. Rockefeller spoke from his tomb at Lakeview Cemetery. Mr. Rockefeller, who used to be known for giving the downtrodden dimes, had this to say.
Dropping dimes, dropping dimes.
Coming up on TV's Monday Night Movie, power, money, real estate, beautiful women, cat-eating aliens, high-quality brass.
The only thing with more brass is my balls.
In Donald Trump's made-for-TV movie, The Art of the Deal, the movie. Based on his best-selling book, The Art of the Deal, new kid on the block makes New York City his playground, and the Big Apple skyline his toys. In the office, he was at his best, but by night, he was at his worst. If Donald Trump broke deals like he broke hearts, he'd be out of business. Witness The Art of Money.
I want you to slather every square inch of Trump Tower in brass.
The Art of Persuasion.
I would hate to see your mother have an accent.
Scary.
The Art of Struggle. The Art of Love.
Can somebody remove Ivana from the set because she's killing me?
The Art of Art.
I love your language.
Thank you.
The Art of the Deal.
That is what you call the art of the deal.
9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, except where tonight's football game is being broadcast.
Oh, hello, America. It's us, Canada. As your whitest neighbor, we realize you don't think about us very much. But that's okay. Sometimes being on your radar isn't such a good thing. But we've been thinking about you. And I think I speak for all Canadians when I say, what the fuck? Your country is on fire and your leaders are whittling sticks for their marshmallows. Right now, Congress is debating whether guns have the right to marry other guns. And what is this? What is it? Did America lose a bet? And who suffers from this nonsense? You do. The good citizens of the United States, whose only crime is turning out for elections in embarrassingly low numbers. So while we appreciate the flood of American refugees fleeing our direction, we've decided maybe it's our turn to come to your house. So we are once again declaring our candidacy for President of the United States of America. Not me, not Prime Minister Centerfold, but all of us. 34 million of the politest people you will ever meet, working in shifts as your new Commander-in-Chief. Now, we were a little disappointed when you didn't elect us in 2012, but we're Canada, so we just went to the doctor and got our feelings checked for free. Now, we're grateful America has been carrying Canada on its back for years, but now it's our turn to carry you. How will we make America better? We'll open one free daycare for every closed Planned Parenthood clinic. We'll legalize weed so you can stop worrying about terrorists and start worrying about your cat stealing your ideas. And we'll help you solve your race problem as soon as we figure out why you still have a race problem. It's not that we don't see race in Canada, it's that we can't. Look, we know America is a great country. We just want to help you make it good again. So you can vote for us, or you can vote for one of those guys promising to build a wall along the Canadian border to keep out your scary neighbors. But I'll let you in on a little secret. We're way ahead of you.
Hi, I'm Gil Fulbright, And the people who bankroll my political career tell me I'm running for president. So here I am.
Real, hardworking Americans are important to me, is a tagline I will be using throughout this entire campaign.
I may not be qualified to be president, but a dramatic camera angle can make me look like a president. A president with the conviction to nod, the courage to point, and the experience to cram buzzwords into everything I jobs. Ideas, policies, morals. These are things I don't need. What I need is $2 billion. Here's the part where I gloss over important issues. Issues like education and making it good, the economy, and improving it by repeating the word jobs. And blah, 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 something to get votes from women and minorities. I have a 5-step plan for making America better. Appeal to special interest billionaires and lobbyists behind closed doors, raise $2 billion, promise you earnestly that it'll be different this time, get elected, break all my promises to you, and work tirelessly for the big donors who bought my presidency. Anytime I can pull a favor for special interest, it always gives me a huge donor. And at this point in my political career, anytime I can get a donor last longer than 4 years, well. Every 4 years, Americans are faced with a critical choice. Clinton or Bush or someone else. Well, I'm Gil Fulbright, and with a big enough donor, I can be that someone else. I'm honest Gil Fulbright, and I approve of whatever my marketing team has put into this message. Oh, the Chesapeake Bay. Huh, yeah, that'd be a great landfill. Why, you're still here? You must want a political favor. Well, no can do without a donation. Click here to chip in. Go ahead, pause the video and do it. And don't forget to subscribe here to see more of me. What's that? Radioactive? So?
The European Union just approved the merger of the largest South American brewer and the AB InBrew, the European company that owns Budweiser, the all-American company. They will now produce 1 out of every 3 beers that people drink. All you American patriots know what you can do. Just pop a top off of a microbrew.
There have been legal complaints to the city's parade route for protesters to the Republican convention. The city's route takes the parade out on the Lorraine-Carnegie Bridge and has the route go south away from the queue where most of the convention action is happening. Lib Brew has now uncovered a secret communique between the Republican Convention Committee and the city. Here's a diagram of the new parade route for protesters.
As most people know, there are many groups coming to the march and demonstrate at the Republican Convention. Among them are doctors' groups Stand Together, protesting Donald Trump's anti-Muslim stance, an anti-abortion group, Created Equal, and the People's Fight Back Center, leading a march protesting racism. Crack Lib Brew investigators discovered secret plans by the Republican National Committee for some other groups to show up too. Gun-toting mothers against federally sponsored school lunches. Aliens against space exploration. Left-handed zoologists for family planning, demanding the forced sterilization of the Palin family and the Cruz clan. A group called People for More Hard Air, demanding that Donald Trump speak more.
And the Organization for the Preservation of the Construction of Infrastructure of the Multiplexical Hyperdimensional Prototype of the Geodesic Dome Enclosure of the Biosphere, otherwise known as the OPCIMHDPGEB. They are here to demand fewer words. That goes without saying.
4 of the world's banks agreed to plead guilty and pay $5 billion in fines for rigging the world's currency markets over the years. Though the $5 billion is a lot of cash, any one of the banks make close to that much profit in just 1 quarter of the year. The bigger deal here is that the Justice Department forced them to actually plead guilty to something. Most times the banks and other corporations, when found with their hands in a cookie jar, pay a small fine and admit to nothing. The two American banks involved were the wonderful people at J.P. Morgan Chase and Citigroup. There's only one problem. It's a year later, and the banks still haven't coughed up all the dough. And of course, nobody has yet to go to jail for these crimes.
Speaking of money, there was a big brouhaha regarding whether or not a woman should be placed on the $10 bill instead of Alexander Hamilton, or the 20 instead of Andrew Jackson. Since Jackson attempted to replace the national bank system and currency with funny money from local banks controlled by his cronies, and Hamilton was the chief architect of our monetary system, it seemed like Jackson was the perfect guy to be dissed so that American shero Harriet Tubman could be honored. They all had something to say about it.
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
Your Honor, the gentleman has quite the imagination. That bank was just a way for rich Yanks to get richer. And all that money panic was...
Times are wasting. If you want to go, then get in here. I'm going to make it plain for you. When I say get, you go. I'll shoot you dead. You don't do like I say. So make up your mind. Or live north or die here.
Tom Jefferson had some issues too.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home, sweet home. I want to give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this.
There have been a number of demonstrations in Cleveland.